Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Wednesday, the 5th of November 2025. Just my weekly analysis video where we have a look at the 8-hour Forex chart. So on the 8-hour time frame that I'm trading using the dollar cost averaging and the high probability trading methods. All right, so I hope everyone's week's going okay so far. I think we've got another storm off the coast somewhere in the South China Sea. It's a bit cool today. It's only about 26 degrees. That's Celsius, so that's pretty cold for you. I went for a swim yesterday. It was rough as anything out there. Big waves. Good fun though. All right, if you do like the video, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. It's always appreciated. You've probably all got an email over the weekend or Monday about the new dollar cost averaging EA. Had a few questions about it. Look, there is a free 7-day trial which you can take advantage of. And if you don't want to take it any further, you just cancel, and it's all good. We don't charge you, so it's all good. But anyhow, let's get into it. Now, first up with this is manual trading at the moment. I've got the spreadsheet on the shared spreadsheet I share every day in the daily updates, whether it be the Facebook group or the Telegram channel. There's a sheet called 8-hour DCA. Just click on that. I'm pretty sure it's up to date. Well, these are new trades. I just took the last candles about 1 hour and 15 minutes ago, which is 1 p.m. local for me. I'm in Da Nang, Vietnam, so my candles are first thing when I get up in the morning. That's from 5 a.m, but I don't get out of bed till 6:30 a.m. or thereabouts, then 1 p.m. just after lunch, then 9 p.m. at night. So it's pretty easy. So here's the two new trades taken at lunchtime. Aussie New Zealand a sell and CAD Swiss a sell. And I did some trade management on the New Zealand Swiss sell, closed half and put a stop in place. All right, let's get on the charts. But if you can go through all that, I've been trading this since mid-January this year, and I don't think I've missed any days. I think I wound down for a couple of weeks there whilst I was moving countries, but other than that, it's all good. I did make a bit of a mistake the last couple of weeks on the spreadsheet. I had to go back this morning, and it took me about an hour and a half to tidy a few balances out. I was making myself look better than I was, but it's all been adjusted. The problem is I trade a couple of different accounts with this, so depending on what position size I'm taking on whatever account, I just got a little bit confused, but it's all fixed up now. All good. All right, let's have a look at the charts. TradingView, I'm not a trade signal provider. Don't follow me blindly. Do your own due diligence. Trading's got risks. This is my disclaimer. Just be smart about it. This is a dollar cost averaging type strategy, so it can be high risk. Every trade, initial trade I go into hasn't got a stop loss in place, but I've got a plan if something goes against me. So just don't stick your head in the sand and expect things to go okay. It's my watch list on the right. It's in alphabetical order. These are all the pairs I'm trading. You probably can't see the bottom few, but we'll go through them all. So every trade is still based on the high probability set up from my books. Still use the same indicators, the QMP filter, which is the red and blue dots on the price chart, the MACD Platinum, and the only difference is I've got the QQE displayed with slightly different settings. Where's the settings? 7, 14 and 1 instead of 1, 8 and 3. That's the only difference. So that's it. Now my main trade setup I'm looking for is the QQE advanced here. Overbought or oversold. Now whether you agree with those terms or not, I don't really care. We all know what they are. If it goes over the 60 levels, so we've got 3 levels here on the QQE. We've got the 60, the 50 and the 40. Now if it goes below the 40, this yellow line, I'm looking to buy. If it goes above the 60 level, I'm looking to sell. That's simple, straightforward. My target for these type of trades is the middle line, the 50 level, the midpoint. It's an oscillator, so it oscillates around a 0 level or a midpoint. In this case, it's a midpoint. Whereas the MACD Platinum is also an oscillator, and it oscillates around the 0 level. That line there is a 0 level. I do take high probability setups, MACD platinum trades. If they're a good setup, if there's divergence involved or there's support resistance or a big round number or something like that, or I have to hedge a QQE trade that's gone wrong. You'll see I've missed out a couple of trades I probably could have taken only because I had no divergence or no other reason to take them as a standalone. So we'll go through it. AusCAD, it's a sell, sells are in the red, so there's a sell there. You can see the QQE is above the 60. There's a second sell there, so one sell there, second sell there, very close to each other. Now, just a point when I'm mentioning about the EA, the DCA EA, you have got the option on EA to see how both these entries are very close to each other. On the EA, you can set that up so it just ignores the second sell. If you don't want too many trades, personally, I like as many trades as I can get on, so it doesn't worry me. But some people, you might not have the margin, or you might have a small account or something like that. So you can say the EA you can set up so it doesn't take that second trade, which I could do manually also, but I chose to take it. And hence my break even for both trades is that yellow dash line, which is just basically at the same lines. So that's my break even. Now I'm looking for the 50 level on the QQE, even though the MACD platinum's through the 0 level. It came down, but it's technically not through the 50 level yet. So I'm just in the money at the moment. So that's the AusCAD, and the initial trade. Not only was it overbought, it was hidden bearish divergence there, which I love. So you can see it by the red trend lines. Swiss in a sell trade here. Now this is a good setup because you had hidden bearish divergence first up. It's QQE. See, it's QQE, S1. Get rid of that. There's no S2. So S1, all that means is sequence 1. So it's QQE, that's a type of trade. S1, sequence 1, sell the amount and the price, and it's trade 1. So I know, I just look at that, I know exactly what it is. It's gone up. That sell signal will remain valid. I'm drawing this trend line across the low, so I'll get a break of a trend line. I'll probably take a second sell. The second sell was right. The confirmed break's right at the entry, so I didn't take it, just ignored it. And what I'm doing now is trying to get this down to the 50 level. In the meantime, for that second one, there's regular bearish divergence. So it's hidden bearish divergence followed by regular bearish divergence. So the old 1, 2 and divergences, which I even like better. So we'll see how this pans out. So we're aiming for that 50 level in the QQE line at the moment. That's what we're aiming for. Aussie New Zealand in a few buys, 1, 2, 3. Wish I could say the same about the daily charts and the sells, which is the opposite. So the buys are sweet, got to stop in place, can't lose on that. So I ended up taking 3 buys, started closing them out, 1, close 2, and partial close 3, stop in place, dragging the stop up, just trail it below the 20 SMA, so I can't lose on that buy. It's a good result. Then I've got this hidden bearish divergence, got a red dot. You can see the QQE is well above the 60 level in sell mode. And about an hour and a half ago, or an hour and 20 minutes ago, I got a sell signal there. Took the sell. Got a couple of things, but the thing I do like is it's well above the 60 level. So what I'm aiming for is that white line, that white dotted line. But the good thing is I've got a buy on, so I'm basically got a partial hedge. So it's an Aussie New Zealand. Aussie USD in a sell from here. This is a QQE. There's good resistance. And it was also overbought, and the MACD was well above the 0 level, so everything was sort of in sync there. Took the sell. Once the QQE goes through the 50 level, look at closing half, put a stop in place, trail the stop. This green dashed line is a big round number. In this case, it's a 65-cent level. Been banging on about the 65-cent level, seems like forever, and once again it's come back to it. Like I said with the EA, I think I used a trade example, or one of the videos, EA videos in my playlist on YouTube channel, is all revolved around the Aussie hitting the 65-cent level. So you can set it up so the EA only takes sells to go back to the 65-cent level. When it goes below it, take buys to the 65 cent level. So we're looking good, can't lose on the Aussie, looking good, and in the meantime the QQE is coming now down below the 40, so it puts me in buy mode. Bitcoin, BTC, USD, apparently the sky's falling with Bitcoin according to everyone, all the news reports I've been reading. Hasn't moved that much, $10,000 or whatever. This is the 120,000 level, that's 100,000 level. Took a buy in here based on support. There's an MP, see, MP, S1 buy, support. MACD Platinum's below the 0 level. If there wasn't support there, there was no divergence, I wouldn't have taken that trade. Because there's support there, I took the trade. Now I'm paying the price, it's gone against me. I don't take the hedge because it's not a valid HP setup, even though there's a sell signal there. We've come down to the 100 level. I'm obviously losing on this trade. But what I'm doing now, we've gone down to oversold. We're below the 40 level. So I'm just waiting on a potential second buy, which we'll probably get around. Look, I'm not going to swear by it, but it's highly likely we'll get it around this 100,000 level. There'll be a lot of orders around those big round numbers. So we get a second buy there, or going with a bigger position size, give me a break even somewhere in here, and we'll just try and get it up there. So that's the Bitcoin USD. CAD Swiss. Just took a sell before. Again, previously we've had hidden bearish divergence followed by regular bearish divergence. So the 1, 2 and divergences, the MACD Platinum's above the 0 level. The QQE is well above the 60. It's a QQE, sequence 1, sell trade, trade 1. So we'll see how we go. Aiming for that 50 level. Ethereum, ETH, USD, not in any trades. I didn't take that buy there, which is similar because Ethereum and gold move something like silver and Ethereum and Bitcoin move similar to silver and gold. They can be heavily correlated at times, so if there's one that's a bit sketchy, I might not take the other sort of thing. And I'm just new to Ethereum, just getting a feel for it. I've been trading Bitcoin for a while, so I'm just getting a feel for it. But we're in no trades at the moment. That big round number there's the 4,000 level. I don't know what's down here, probably the 3,000 somewhere. Yeah, I could probably draw that on, the 3,000. So let's put that on there. Big level, be better here somewhere, right? 3,000. There's 3,000. So big round numbers, that's all it is. Look at 4,000, it's a bit of a magnet, isn't it? Obviously 5,000 be up there somewhere. So no trades on at the moment. Euro Aussie in a buy. Look, took the buy in here. It was a QQE, you can see it there, it's below the 40 level, well below it. Hidden bullish divergence, which is great. Also, there's big support levels, so there's a lot of things happening. MACD Platinum below the 0, a lot of things happening. Didn't go anywhere really, went against me. That buy signal remained valid. It's a little bit hard to see with the blue QMP filter dot there. That remained valid, drew this trend line across the highs here, hoping to get a small break. I might get a second trade. It went straight to the entry level, so I didn't worry about taking a second trade. And then we've got the regular bullish divergence, so it's the old 1, 2 and divergences again. MACD Platinum's now through the 0 level, but the QQE is still below the 50 level. That's my target. So looking good on that. Euro CAD, one buy trade here, and that was based on QQE, S1 buy. Now we're in trade 2. So it went below the 40 level, took the buy, still hasn't got up to the 50, came back down below it. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have to come back down below it. There's a second buy trade there. Regular bullish divergence mark there, took this buy. It's a bigger position size. This one's 0.1, this one's for 0.3. That's the multiplier I use. That yellow dash line is the overall break even for both trades. So we're trying to drag this up to the 50 level, and hopefully this will go through that yellow level, and we'll start doing partial close and looking to maybe trail a base lot or something like that. Euro Swiss took a sell here, hidden bearish divergence, which is great. I like that. It's gone against me. There's been a opposite QMP filter dot. Nothing I could do there. It's not a valid trade. I can't take a hedge trade there according to these rules. Just ignore it. Prices kept on going up, Got a second sell here. Now the QQE is above the 60 level. So it puts me in sort of QQE mode, even though technically it's still MP. So sequence 1, trade 2. It's trade 1, there's trade 2. This has got divergence also, hidden bearish divergence. So it's 2 hidden bearish divergences, which is pretty unusual. There's my break-even level, that yellow dash line there. So we're not too far off. And again, I'll be aiming for the 50 level now, because once that's gone through there, that's sort of my new target. But even if this comes down close and that's not quite at the 50 level, I might take some action, because it was initially on an MP or high probability setup. So it's the Euro Swiss. Euro Pounds, messing with my head as usual. Here's your first trade here. It's a sell. It's an MP S1 sell. The MACD pattern's above the 0 level, all a bit sideways-ish. There's this little resistance level on price, hence the trade. Opposite one there, I couldn't take a hedge. It's just ground up and up and up. Got this second sell here. We're well overbought, well above the 60. Took the second sell. It's come down, punched through the overall break-even yellow dash line there a couple of times, but not convincing. And now my target's, well, at least the MACD, the 0 level on the MACD platinum, which it didn't get to, but preferably the 50 level on the QQE. Now what it's done is it's actually just shot up and turned around and gone back up. There's a blue QMP filter dot, but that's all a bit sketchy too. Not taking it. Now we've got this regular bearish divergence, so what I'm looking for is just a third sell. We're still well above the 50 level, so get this divergence. Hopefully it'll just go up a bit, or it might turn over here, who knows. So I'm just looking for a third sell. Now my problem pair, Euro Yen, as you know, I made a few mistakes early in the piece. This is a pair I shouldn't be trading using this method. I've learnt my lesson. Now I'm stuck in all these trades down here. Overall break-evens down here. I've just been chipping away at it. Got about $1,000 profit in the bank I can do stuff with if I need to. So what I'm looking for here is I've taken these last couple of sells, which are going in my favour. Yes. If they turn into buy trades, which no doubt they will at some point, I could close them both out for profit, add it to the $1,000 there. It gives me, say, I don't know how much, I'm not sure what it will be, but say if it gives me $1,500 profit, I can start taking some position sizing of any of these trades to the equivalent. So it brings me back to scratch and it just reduces my risk. So we've still got this big gap to fill. This is from a month or so ago when the Japanese elections gapped up on the weekend. I'm just going to keep on following this, see if it ever fills. Generally, gaps get filled. And all that means is because there's a gap there, eventually price will come back and fill that gap. Just go back into it. It came close at 1 or 2 here. It didn't. It's starting to head down again, but still hasn't. So that's still a big empty gap. It'd be great if it did fill it, because that means it makes my life a lot easier. That's the Euro Yen. It's my problem child, but we'll just keep on plodding along. It doesn't really matter. As long as we're making money on other pairs. Every other pair I'm making money on except the Euro Yen. Euro New Zealand in a buy, and it was a QQE, yep, just there, but it's gone below again. I think I took that a little bit. Yeah, I took it. The buy signal was here. It wasn't below the 40 level at the time, but prices kept on going down. That buy signal remained valid. And as soon as we get a confirmed close and it's below, I take the buy. The EA does that also. it just gives you a better fill, because my initial fill would have been, if I'd got the fill, it probably would have been down about the same place anyway. Sometimes it can go up, then fall down, so yeah. So I took the buy in there. It's a QQE. There's a sell signal, but ignore that, doesn't help me. And it's just gone up nicely. I've closed half, stop in place, can't lose. And we're going back up, getting potential divergence there, maybe getting close. Even the resistance level and price, we'll just keep an eye on that. Euro USD. Surprisingly, I haven't been in many trades on this pair for a while. It's just sort of not really getting to the 60 or 40 levels, and it's not giving me any divergence setups. Even though, look, this is a great sell setup here. Like I said, sometimes it just, according to the rules, I'm on this platform or this watch list, I just can't take that, because there's no resistance, there's no divergence, there's no big round numbers. Even though it's a bread and butter, if I was on the daily chart, that'd be a sell trade every day of the week. But now we are below the 40 level, so we're in oversold, so getting ready to buy. And we've got potential divergence there, which is just regular bullish divergence at the moment. Pound Aussie in a sell from back here, which is great. That was a sell close. Yeah, it's all going. I'm not sure. I think I stopped out of that initial sell trade and I drew a trend line, so I took a second one on the break because it was still valid. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Here's the stop down here, can't lose, great result. And in the meantime, taking this buy down here, it's a, there's a sell, went above the 60 level, break of the trend line, still valid, take it, itchy eyes. All right, this is below the 40 level, QQE, buy, there it is there. And it's just gone absolutely sideways, pushed up, close to my stop. I think, there you go, so. Yeah, the stop is very close, hasn't been stopped out yet, then the buy's about at my entry level. Remember, I'm aiming for the 50 level, doesn't matter, the MACD pattern through the 0 level, I'm still aiming for that 50 level. And the good thing is can't lose on that sell. Pound CAD, this is giving me a little bit of grief. The good thing is I'm in this one sell, stop down here, can't lose on that. There's a QQE, it's gone through, just trail the stop down, Then I took this buy, so the first buy, it's a QQE buy, here it's below the 40 level. It's gone nowhere, then there's a trend line break, because that signal is still valid, that buy signal. Trend line, took the break, second buy, and it's just dropped like a rock since then, which is not good. Third signal, still hasn't even got above the 40 level yet. So I took a third there, and it's just dropped again. Now we're starting to get a bit of a base here, which I'll keep an eye on. There was a sell signal there, which is can't do anything with, because the MACD pattern's not above the 0 level. So we're still in this big sell, which is good, but then just from there on, we've got these 3 buys. The break even for the buys is that yellow dash line. So hopefully, we will get a 4th buy eventually, and that'll bring that profit, that break-even level down, hopefully close to the stop, and price will just go up through there. That's the plan, Stan. Pound Swiss in a sell, it's HP or MP, MACD pattern or high probability, whichever way you call it. You can see not much happening on the QQE, so it's just been ignored. There's this resistance level and price. The MACD pattern's above the 0 level, just a high probability trade setup. My target's the 0 level, the MACD pattern. Pound New Zealand in a buy. This is a QQE below the 40. So you can see there's plenty of trades. It does go above and below the 40 a fair bit. So I took the buy and we're aiming for the 50 level, and I'd say we're going to get it on the next. Look at the yellow numbers here when I run my cursor over the crosser over the candle. That's the current candle, which is another 6.5 hours. I'll probably have to sleep and a walk in between then. So that is over the 50 now. So what had happened is I'll close half and I'll probably just put a stop below this low here. Put myself on no lose with this. So hopefully it just maintains that sort of price for the next few hours. I think there's some big news today. What's the day today? Wednesday. No, it might be tomorrow. All right, so that's looking good on the pound New Zealand. Pound USD, not much happening. I'm not in any trades. Nah, nothing. It's definitely below the 40 level, so looking for buys, just waiting. Sitting in my hands, waiting. New Zealand CAD, in this sell, it's trade 2, so the first one was here. That was just a MP or high probability setup, resistance level and price. Took the sell, gone against me, back to the resistance level. Second trade there, and we're still the MACD pattern still above the 0 level. Gone through the 0 level, closed trade 1, which is this one here, and a partial close on trade 2, stop in place, just trail the stop down. Now we're below the 40 level in the QQE, so looking to buy now. Just waiting for a valid buy signal. And I'll just trail the stop down a little bit closer, and we'll be good. As I slouch in my chair, as I do every video, not good for the posture. All right, New Zealand Swiss in a sell, just closed half, just on the last candle, like an hour and a half ago, an hour and 40 minutes ago. There's a sell here. It's a QQE sell. It's above the 60. They've just gone sideways. Just wait. No stop. No drama. Gone down, and on that candle there, that's funny looking candle. You look across at the yellow here, it's 49.40 something. It's below the 50 level on the close. Close half, put my stop in place, update my spreadsheet. Can't lose, can relax. There's a little bit of negative swap on the sell sides on the Swiss, so it doesn't matter. I've already closed half, and the stop's at the entry zone. Unless it gaps up open on a Friday or on Monday, there was a big move that the stops are missed. Basically, it's set in stone, that one. Unless, of course, it was January 15th, 2015, something like that. Definitely January 2015 when the Swiss depegged the euro. I remember because I was in those Swiss trades, but one of my brokers at the UK got wiped out. I got my money back, but it took a few months. So if you were short the Swiss franc, you would have been fine. Some accounts went in a negative balance where you actually owed the broker money, hence the change of rules after that event, where you can never go past negative balance. You can only go to 0. All right. Which brought me to my next point, and I was during Brexit. I was actually in Cambodia. I was in Siem Reap with the wife and son. And Brexit, I got out of all my trades, and I remember I had 2 accounts. I think I had about 10,000 in each. I was tempted to go long, buy British pound on one, and sell British pound on the other, because they changed the rules where you couldn't go to negative balance. And with the vote, one account would go to 0, and one account would probably go to the moon. Which in hindsight, it did. They did, but I didn't put the bet on. I didn't put the trades on. It was just especially because Brexit was an unexpected result, that the markets did move, and huge moves, if you remember rightly. What was that? June 2016. All right, I digress. New Zealand, sell, it's QQE. Once it's gone through the 0 level, the 50 level, close half, trail the stop, can't lose. USD CAD, it's a QQE below the 40, it's a buy. Once it goes through the 50 level, sounds boring, doesn't it? Trail the stop, can't lose. Now we're well above the 60 level, looking to sell. But if it keeps on going up, great, keep on going up, who cares? USD Swiss franc, I mean, no trades, a bit like the euro, sort of stuck in no man's land a few times, couldn't really get in or get out, but yeah. And last one is the USD Japanese yen. I took a sell trade here. It was a QQE and also resistance level and price, so it looked pretty good at the time. You can see the resistance level, and as you can see, it's been a yen pair. It just punches you in the face like they normally do. It's just gone against me right from the get-go. Couldn't really do much with that. Yeah, I did. I actually took that buy, hedged it. Took a buy, and it shot up nicely, closed out half of that buy because the MACD pattern gone through the zero level, and I put a stop in place and I stopped out. So I made some money on the buy side. Then I've got this second sell signal here. We still haven't gone down to the 50 level, so it's still, I lose my voice, still a QQE sell. Now the MACD pattern's at the zero level, it doesn't really matter. We're looking for this 50 level. There's my break even. It's pushed through there recently, but not enough to get me excited yet. So we're just sitting patiently, waiting for it to come down. If it goes up, then I'll just take another sell trade. So that's it for the 8-hour charts. Like I said, these are all manual trades. It's a bit hard to set up an EA to do this, especially when there's hedging, partial closes and stuff like that. But because this is the 8-hour chart, and this is what I do every day, 5.5 days a week, I've got the time. It gives me plenty of time to do things in between. Like I said, there's 3 candles a day on the 8-hour chart. My time zone, being in Vietnam, it suits me just fine. So it's no dramas. Stress-free trading, unless you're trading the euro yen. It's all good. All right, boys and girls, thanks for watching. If you want to, like I said, if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe button. It's always appreciated. If you got any questions, just hit me up in any of the Telegram channels or the Facebook group, or message me, whatever. All right, thank you. Enjoy your day. Cheers.